book that people just enjoyed reading. It was something that really resonated with them and helped them as well. So that felt like an amazing achievement also. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed on Amazon you have a lot of great reviews, and it's been very impactful for people. I mean, the reviews are amazing. And I think what you were talking about, you had never written before, and you were compelled, drawn, there was energy inside of you that wanted you to get this information out. And especially when you're doing something new, it's like you have all this freedom because you don't know any rules, right? You don't know, like nobody's ever told you, don't write this way or don't write that way. Right? You get to have complete freedom to write how you want.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly true. I mean, luckily I had a great editor who did help me along the way, because like you're saying, it was all new to me. And my sister-in-law as well, she'd recently published a book, so she was also a great guide. So luckily I did have the help and support. But I'm really glad how it turned out, considering how this was, all new to me.
Yeah. So we talked just a little bit about belief, and you were talking about, the training our minds to think on the more positive level, because I think, again, it's important to remind ourselves every day. I do this every day, and every day I remind myself of it. I feel like I'm shocked by this, but we don't have to believe everything we think. Right. I remember when I first realized that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, surely my thoughts are true.
Yeah.
And then, but I still find myself every day, I have to remind myself of this. And for some reason, I'm still like, it still shocks me that I don't have to believe my thoughts, right? Especially those powerful ones that are so emotional. So we talked a little bit about the power of belief. Can you talk about how belief has impacted your journey?
Yeah. Well, I mean, even just taking the steps to do something, to believe in myself, to do something I hadn't done before. For example, writing the book, I just took that step. I just took that leap of faith and believed in myself, and it turned out amazing. And again, it's the belief that when I was feeling the pain, I didn't think that it would end. And again, just having that belief that it will end, and it did end. So yeah, belief is everything. It really is. It's just having faith, having hope, that what you feel today is temporary. Everything today is temporary. So it's just about remembering that.
Yeah. And that with belief, sometimes I know when we try to change our thoughts, it can feel, fake, or it can feel like it takes a little while to get the momentum. But if you stick with it, if you keep, again, like you had the dedication to yourself to get up and write every day, right? If we have the dedication to love ourselves enough to keep changing our, keep working towards more positive beliefs, it builds up that momentum behind it, and it does, and then it becomes real, because we get to believe anything we want.
That's true. Yeah. And you have to remember, we have been led to believe negative thoughts for many, many, many years of our lives. So to untrain mind from a negative mind to a positive one after years of build up, it's not an easy process. It can take years to undo. It can be a lifelong process to continue to have a positive mindset. There's no quick fix. So it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed at first, like I'll never be able to change, my mind will always be negative. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, but you have to remember that you're changing years of beliefs. Right. So just stick with it. It takes time.
Yes, that's a very good point. It's very, we're bombarded with negativity every day, all day. So, even cutting that kind of stuff out helps to retrain the mind, because you're not being bombarded with more negativity while you're trying to move to a more positive mindset.
Exactly. Yeah. So true.
Who would you say your book would appeal to, and why?
So I feel it would appeal to those who do feel lost in life, who, might be at a certain age in their life and still feel like they don't have it all together. So it might appeal to those who feel lost. Also to those who feel like they lack purpose in life. Again, like I was saying regarding the societal norms, I think that it will also, those who feel like the path that's set out for us isn't their path, I think it will also appeal to those people as well. So yeah, mainly those who feel lost, those who feel like they have no purpose, those who feel like societal norms don't fit into their kind of alignment. And again, those who have little or no hope, because I felt like that. So I feel like my book could provide them with a very important message that will also help them.
Yes, right. My guest this week has been Rudo Savage, author of the book, The Words of the Lost Soul. Rudo, I want to thank you for joining us this week and sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much. It's been great being here. Thank you.
Yes. And before we close out today, what do you want the readers to learn or take away after reading your book?
Well, I would say an important one is just continue to believe. Hard times do not last. So just continue to have belief. And I just want you all to know that you are enough as you are. There's nothing wrong with you. It's completely normal to suffer with mental health. It doesn't make you less of a person or a bad person. Please seek the help if you need it. But yes, you are enough. You will get there. Just give it time.
Yes. Thank you, Rudo. That's such a powerful message. Thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
You can find more about the book, The Words of the Lost Soul, on Amazon, and I'll link to the book in the show notes, so be sure to check us out. You've been listening to the Books on Air podcast, brought to you on webtalkradio.net. You can also hear this podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and Apple Podcasts. I'm Sloan Fremont, and I hope you'll join us for the next Books on Air podcast. Remember, you never know who's going to be here, and you never know what we're going to talk about. Thank you so much for listening.